See my kids every maybe like 4 times a week.
Okay.
I see them pretty often, and she's trying to take my kids and move off to Florida.
Okay.
And Yana, I'm not going for that.
All right. Did she tell you why she was trying to move to Florida?
Cause she just want to live her best life.
She said that?
That's what it is. She want to go to the beach, drink coconut balls, whatever they have out there in Florida, and just have her best life.
Okay, wait a minute. So did she actually tell you that, or you interpreting her as living her best life?
Yana, why would anybody else want to move to Florida? That's Paradise City.
Well, I mean, I kind of want to move too, but I can't go.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I got to work. So could it be for a job?
You know, Yana, I haven't asked, because when she told me that she wanted to move to Florida, I got so upset about the fact of losing my kids that I was like, are you moving to Florida for like vacation time, or just so you can live your best life? Or because we in Texas, I'm in Texas. I'm a good dad.
So what did she say to that when you said, are you trying to move to Florida to live your best life?
He said, you shouldn't have messed up.
What did you do?
It's a long story, Yana. I could tell you how we.
In this gripping courtroom drama, a woman seeks to relocate from Texas to Florida with her 2 children, aiming for a fresh start. However, during the proceedings, the judge uncovers inconsistencies in her statements, leading to a tense and revealing exchange. The father faces the dilemma of continued child support amidst the potential move, questioning the fairness of the situation. The judge's firm handling of the case highlights the complexities and emotions involved in custody disputes.
Need even bother to mention our children's names to tell you everything about our relationship.
Well, he told me the ages.
Yeah, well, that's great. Robert and Madison, that's with a Y.
But she ain't asked for the kid.
Okay, yeah, I get it. Anyway, so going back to, evidently I'm just going to Florida for a permanent vacation. I'm actually going for a job.
All right.
So what's that job?
Robert, and I'm going to be a marine biologist.
So when this dream come apart? Because you ain't had this dream when we met.
See, exactly. Do you ever listen?
Miss Adams,
sorry.
Adams, I need you to talk directly to me, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Morris, I've given you an opportunity to speak. Let me hear what she has to say.
You're right,
and
Judge,
people
I'm sorry.
can change dreams. I mean, depending on how long you guys have been apart, a lot could have changed in her life.
It's just she taking my kids, Judge.
Okay, well, let's hear what she has to say.
You're right. You're right.
She said marine biologist, right?
Yes.
That sounds like a really good job, and I want to hear about it. See how much money she makes.
She
all
just
right?
having random dreams, Judge, but it's all
Okay,
good.
that's great, but I need to see how much money she's making.
Right.
Okay?
I'm sorry.
All right.
Yeah, less talking, more listening.
And you do the same thing. All right, now. Continue.
Jesus.
So I'm taking the kids to Florida because I have a greater job opportunity.
Okay.
And, you know, it's so interesting to me that he says that he sees the kids 4 times a week. I guess he's talking about maybe a FaceTime call or seeing them on his phone screen, because I certainly don't see him picking up the kids and taking them to the doctor and cleaning up vomit in the middle of the night. So it's great that he thinks that that he's paying for the right to see his kids. And that there are people who don't pay child support and who see their kids a whole lot, Judge. That tells you everything you need to know about the transactional nature of relationships. I guess he just thinks that money goes on trees, or that kids just eat for free. It's not how it works. This isn't TGI Fridays. So the cost of living is going to be higher in Florida.
All right, what are we looking at?
So my rent is going up from $2,000 a month to $2,800 a month.
Okay.
Because I have to have a 3-bedroom, because Robert and Madison need their own bedrooms. And of course, I have to pay for flood insurance and other things like that.
Okay. All right. And you mentioned food.
Yeah, so the kids eat organic.
Okay.
And they're vegan. And so my grocery bill for them is already close to $800 a month.
Okay.
So his his opinion that $880 is too much for the kids is wrong. It is a wrong opinion because your children deserve the nutrition they need to grow up big and healthy and strong so they can.
In this courtroom scenario, a woman seeks to relocate from Texas to Florida with her 2 children, aiming to start anew. During the proceedings, the judge uncovers inconsistencies in her statements, leading to a tense exchange. The father faces the dilemma of continued child support amidst the potential move, questioning the fairness of the situation. The judge's firm handling of the case highlights the complexities and emotions involved in custody disputes. In Texas, a custodial parent must obtain the court's permission before relocating with a child, especially when the move is out of state. The court evaluates such requests based on the child's best interests, considering factors like the potential impact on the child's relationship with the non-relocating parent. Relocation can also influence child support arrangements. While moving itself doesn't automatically change support obligations, significant alterations in living arrangements, income, or the child's needs may prompt a reassessment of the support terms.
He sees the children now 4 times a week, and you're saying that's not true, except for like a FaceTime video or something like that.
He sees the kids on an inconsistent basis.
That's a lie, Your Honor.
Okay. So when you say inconsistent, right now, do you all operate under a standard order where it's like first, third, and fifth?
He has every weekend and I have during the week.
Okay, so every weekend he has.
Right.
Okay. During that every weekend, it's inconsistent, is what you're saying?
I mean, it's just all over the place. He just comes and goes and sees the kids whenever is convenient to him, or maybe his girlfriend like turns him down for a date or whatever.
Okay, so that was petty.
What girlfriend you talking about?
We didn't have to go there. We didn't have to go there. So is that what the issue is? Like, you're still mad at him about that story that he told?
Well, okay, so he put in a bid for an upgrade, or the upgrade put in a bid for him or whatever, and now I have to explain to our son why our family fell apart.
Oh, so it's some hurt feelings there. Okay, I understand. So in your court order, do you have a geographic restriction because dad lives here?
Yes, but he moved just outside of Ellis County, so he's just outside of the geographic restriction, so it's technically lifted, Your Honor.
Okay, and technically is what you said, but is that what your court order says?
Well, the court order says Dallas and contiguous counties, and he moved like a mile on the other side of the Ellis County line.
Okay, and I do have a copy of your court order here, and it doesn't mention that it's automatically lifted.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just thinking it was the one that.
O is right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
O is right. What?
I'm sorry.
O is right. Because you can't just leave. You can't just do that. You actually have to ask permission to modify this order like he did.
Well, can I modify the order to move to Florida?
Did you file anything for today?
I mean,
It's a yes or no.
No.
You can't just move. So let me tell you what we're going to do, because I think this is the fair thing to do. Regardless to whether you say his visits are inconsistent, he say they're consistent, the reality of it is when you move to Florida, he can no longer have access to those kids. So even if he were coming this day, and did every weekend, he won't be able to do that anymore now that you are going to move to Florida. So what I'm not going to touch is your custody arrangement. Not going to touch that at all. This is a child support court. That has nothing to do with us, okay? So I'm not going to touch it at all. You are free to move to Florida. However, he's coming off child support. So then he can use the money, the $880 or so that he would give you for child support. He can use that to travel to actually see the kids.
But what if he doesn't, Your Honor?
Well, if he doesn't, then after some time of him not doing it consistently, and when I say consistently and consecutively, it needs to at least be about 6 months or something like that, right? Then you can come back and let me know, Judge, he's not exercising regularly. I need some support for these 2 kids, right? But absent anything like that, I believe that's in the best interest of the children. And quite frankly, that's fair. you're moving without permission, right?
Yeah.
Which is a violation of your court order. So it's only fair that he stops paying child support. So beyond a reduction.
I find it particularly satisfying when individuals with a sense of entitlement are held accountable for their actions. Consider this case. A woman initiates a court hearing to request an increase in child support due to her impending move to Florida. She claims to be pursuing a career as a marine biologist, a statement that raises skepticism. Her demeanor and presentation suggest otherwise, leading one to question the authenticity of her claim. Observing the judge's firm response to her dubious assertions was indeed gratifying. It serves as a reminder that the legal system can effectively address attempts to exploit it. I invite you to share your thoughts on this situation in the comments. If you found this discussion engaging, please consider liking the video. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care.